right. Flares don't do the target any good. That's why the Soviets are losing so many gunships, and why the CIA was so desperate to get it back. It wasn't just about preventing the Soviets from devising countermeasures. What if the likes of Iran got their hands on it? American aircraft would be put at risk too. We can use this tech to develop our own portable missile. That'll give us a huge advantage.
Yeah, do it.
It'll take a little time before the analysis results can be applied to actual implementation. But we'll keep moving with the research.
Cool.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Can I climb up this thing? Nah, it's too high. Alright, D-Horse, we're back in the saddle.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Do I really have to go through here to get there? Damn it. Just sneaking on through. Sneaking through. They got some stuff here. Maybe it's worth taking.
Analysis complete.
Terrible stats. Hello? You're a guy. Damn it.
Analysis complete.
Oh, someone to see if he's getting in the car.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
The guy I leave behind over here, C? Yeah, you're C, right?
Analysis complete. Analysis.
Oh, there's a B in there. B and C is, okay. We want some of these guys. What do we got on the tower here? Must be a tower guy if you saw me. Damn it. Fire. You only need one eye to not leave me the hell alone. Alright, now they might be spreaded into the dudes I want. I was already aiming at you, I don't know how that didn't work. Gotcha. You wanna stay down there, guy? Yeah, I'm gonna need the scope. Come on, get him, get him, get him. Gotcha. Either one of you the dudes I want? B, here we go. Are you the C? Oh, he's a B. Alright, maybe the other guy was the wrong one. But hey, 2 more for the squad. It's over. I think I can't extract. Your stats are terrible. You get a bullet to the brain. There he is.
Analysis complete.
C. I'm a pretty aggressive player, so this is working out a little bit better for me.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Alright, let's not press our luck. Hail Mary shot. It worked. I really didn't expect that to work, but that was a beautiful shot. Yeah, it's a D in base development. But it's got skill, okay. Due to skill, slightly more worth it. Yeah, I don't care. At this point, I'm about to blow this shit up and run through.
Post captured.
What do you have?
Analysis complete.
D in research development, but like I said, I need bodies.
Roger that.
We can weed out the crappy dudes later. Fire them for poor performance. Let's get this mortar.
You gotta extract him.
Yep. Alright. Let's get on a horse. I want to be slightly outside of the base before we set that sucker off. Eh, good enough. Got the lights out though. One less thing I gotta worry about. Alright, we need to find a way to get to waypoint B. And I'm going the wrong way. I gotta go back the other way. Yeah, I need an ammo drop. Yeah, let's go put it where we're going to be.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested.
Let's get tape going. Nope, not what I want to set tapes.
Supply drop complete.
That's the honeybee one we watched last. I guess I keep getting cut off whenever I watch this one.
Drilling rig operated by a mineral resources supplier, but their project fell through. The Seychelles government was happy to hand the place over to us. It was just scrap on
Cool,
stilts.
some team leveled up.
So with a few dummy construction companies set up as fronts, we started renovating the half-finished rig. From the outside, it looked like the project was back on rails.
Kaz, you...
What?
I see what you're doing. Recreating the mother base we had 9 years ago. Only this time.
That's right. The Mother Base Cypher thought they destroyed will return from the grave to kill them. We'll prove to the world that we were the victors.
Another sheepy
And
captured.
if we lose again?
They can't fool us the same way twice. Now our enemies are in plain sight. And when our organization gets too big, we split it across companies. Any company that draws attention gets liquidated, and its capital is back-channeled into a new company. Most PFs are small-time operations anyway. And in this business, the minnows go bankrupt all the time. We've never aroused suspicion. Plus, we have Hewick.
Hewick?
Human Exploitation Company. It's a business specializing in intel gathering. Think of it as a
Right at the
civilian
top of the
intelligence agency.
Kaz, that's...
Remember what they were trying to accomplish at the prison facility in Cuba? That gave me the idea. We dispatch moles into conflict zones around the
Got
world,
skill.
and each sets up an intel network on site.
Get him, get him, get him.
A place to give us stable points of contact when other nations intervene in the conflict. Hewick's strength is that it has a cutout at each level. You get your
Okay.
job from one guy, then you hand it off to another. No one has direct access. It's a perfect blend.
Maybe bring out the Superman punch on that
Hewick
tool.
members also work their way into the superpowers intelligence agency.
He's coming too.
Make sure
Roger that.
gets work. We have those countries by the balls. That's our deterrent when we need it.
networking. In the intelligence community?
Sure, that's how we've grown this far. And when you go out on missions, intel...
Oops. I've got no way to make this shot. That was probably like a shoulder hit.
We'll be there to back you up. But despite all that, Cypher has its eyes on us. The only reason I'm not dead is that they needed to know where you were. Figured if you woke up, I'd go straight to you.
That's why you made that ruckus at the zero line.
Yeah, to make their own surveillance work against them. I think it
Roll,
took
roll,
some of
roll.
the heat off Cyprus.
Kaz,
Then I just had to wait for you to save me. Used to waiting.
Kaz.
That's not all. It was a good chance to scout the market. And with the West wanting the Soviets out of Afghanistan,
D and
their
base
agencies
building.
are bursting at the seams with funding.
Not great.
Boss,
Better than nothing.
let's start by building up our Afghan presence.
Why put Mother Base in the Seychelles?
We're at the center of the world here.
We're all the way out in the Indian Ocean.
B.
Come on,
Yeah,
you
take
can
you.
extract him.
Not bad.
More in Africa. From here, our reach extends to conflict zones the world over, including Afghanistan, of course.
So it's prime real estate for a mercenary.
What are you?
Latin America isn't a
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
D in combat and other shit that I'm not using.
And besides, the Seychelles government owes us a favor.
Owes us.
The Seychelles has strong ties to the east, which the West wanted to shake up. It came to a head 3 years ago in an attempted coup. It was a force of South African mercenaries with U.S. backing behind the scenes. They were only platoon size, but South Africa is home to some heavy PFs. Too much for the Seychelles to handle. In the end, they accepted help from the Tanzanian army and quelled the coup. We set up the deal and handled on-site tactical instruction. That led to some training work for the Seychelles military. And when we put down a mutiny within their forces, well, we made a lot of people happy. They don't pay us. They just let us have a piece of their offshore territory on the promise we'll come running if something else happens.
So we're bodyguards.
Something probably will.
It's a good setup. We can only take Mother Base so far here. We'll have to find somewhere else when this place starts getting big.
Aren't you being a little hasty?
Nothing hasty about it. You're back with us now.
So Kaz, the ship that took us from Cyprus, it used to be a whaler.
Yeah, a Japanese vessel. How was the voyage?
It was stimulating.
Well, she was part of a whaling fleet up until a few years ago. Her displacement isn't anything to write home about, but she can really move. She still had plenty of life left in her, but then the work dried up. Global opposition to whaling has been mounting for years.
Is that right?
The push to ban it has been gaining traction for a little over a decade. Individual species came under protection as the years went on. And then 2 years ago, the IWC adopted a moratorium on commercial whaling. Several countries, including Japan, fought it to the bitter end. But eventually, most whaling companies had no choice but to throw in the towel. You ever tried whale snake?
Can't say that I have.
When I was a kid in Japan, practically everybody ate it.
That good, huh?
The country was poor in those days, and whale was cheap. International opinions changed since then. In any case, that's why we were able to get a bargain price on the ship. Of course, we did end up spending 5 times the purchase price in modifications. We had to really work to fit in all the ESM and communications gear while keeping the whaler look intact. Right now, she's going around conducting SIGINT missions. In the future, we plan to use her as a communications relay base between you and Mother Base, and also as a chopper resupply vessel. Diamond dogs. The word diamond originally comes from the Greek adamas. It means indomitable, unyielding. Other words for
Unyielding
stones
dogs.
often mean eternal bond, fortitude, or purity. The same is true of the Star of Bethlehem flowers you laid on the boss's grave. They represent innocence, as well as chastity, yielding to no man while maintaining one's virtue. In other words, staying loyal to something.
Yeah.
He's coming too. Roger that.
I can't see with the flashlight in my face. Go investigate him. No, you want to. You wearing a helmet? Fuck.